Yes, good morning everyone. Welcome to the math class. I think you all know your information about your DRT. Today is your DRT, max DRT. Already know the portions. Exercise number 1.112, 1.14. Also example that 1.112, that 1.20. Yeah, this is your portion. Sorry, this is a cycle test. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, in the last class, till the Venn diagram, to representing the Venn diagram for the symmetric difference of sets. Okay, till symmetric difference of sets, how to represent the symmetric difference in Venn diagram. Okay, till this we'll discuss. Next, I'll want to an example for symmetric difference between the two sets. That example number 1.15. Symmetric difference between the two sets. They will given the set A whose elements are 6, 7, 8, 9, and element of set B. Then 8, 10, 12. These are the elements of set B. Now you want to identify the symmetric difference between the set A and B. Symmetric difference between the set A and B. A symmetric difference B, which is equal to A difference B union B difference A. Okay, first I can identify A difference B. What does mean by A difference B? To remove the element of B from A. Write down the element of set A 6, 7, 8, 9. Then difference element of set B 8, 10, 12. To remove the element 8 only. Yeah, this because that 8 only is the common element. After removing the element of set B from A, write down the remaining element of set A 6, 7, 9. Next, B difference A. Write down the element of set B first. 8, 10, 12. Difference element of set A 6, 7, 8, 9. To remove the element of set A from B. So what's the common element? 8 only is common. Then write down the remaining element in the first set. This is the first set. What is the remaining element? 10, 12 is the remaining element. Okay. This is the difference between the set A and B and A. Now the symmetric difference between the two sets, just you can join union. A symmetric difference B is equal to union of the set A difference B and B difference A. Now we can join these two elements of the sets 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. This is the symmetric difference between the two sets A and B. This is symmetric difference between the two sets A and B. Go through this model. The next exercise number 1.3. Third problem. I'll do the third problem. Next, I'll move on to the commutative property and associative property with one example. This is the idea for the symmetric difference between the two sets. Okay. Exercise 1.3, third sum. Write down the element of universal set. Write down the element of a universal set U. What are the elements in the universal set? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah. Next, set A. The element of set A. B, D, F, H. And element of set B. Element of set B. A, D, E, H. A dash. What does mean by A dash? A dash. What does mean by A dash? Universal set Universal set difference A. Write down the element of a universal set A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, comma, E, comma, F, comma, G, comma, H. Then difference the element of set A. Okay. Now you can remove the I can remove the element of set A from the universal set B, D, F, H. Write down the remaining element, that is your A dash. A dash equal to A, comma, C, comma, E, comma, G. This is A dash. The same way you can identify B dash. Okay, the same way you can identify B dash. What does mean by B dash? What does mean by B dash? Universal set difference B. Universal set difference B. B dash nothing but universal set difference B. I'll write the answer directly for the universal set difference B. A, D, E, H. A, D, E, H. Except this element, write down the remaining element. B, comma, C, comma, F, comma, G. This is B dash. This is B dash. First subdivision is A dash. Second subdivision is B dash. And the third subdivision. A dash union B dash. A dash union B dash. Union not join. Yeah. What about union? Union of the two sets. Join the element of two sets, but the repetition of element is not allowed. Okay. A dash union B dash. Now we can join A, comma, B, comma, C. Both the sets we have the same element C. No need to repeat the same element. Yeah, one element is only one at a time. Next, A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, E, comma, F, comma, G. This is A dash union B dash. Next, A dash intersection B dash. Intersection are common. So what are the elements are common? C. And next is G. These two elements are common. C, comma, G is the common element. So this is the common between the two sets A and B. Sorry, A dash and B dash. Okay, common between the set A dash and B dash. C, comma, G. Next, fifth subdivision A union B whole dash. A union B whole dash. First you can identify A union B. Next you can identify A union B whole dash. A union B. What does mean by A union B? Union of the set A and B. Write down the element of a set A union B. A, comma, B, comma, then D, comma, E, comma, F, comma, H. A, comma, B, comma, D, comma, E, comma, F, comma, H. Okay, A union B whole dash. What does mean by A union B whole dash now? To remove these elements from the universal set. Yeah. To remove the element A, comma, B, comma, D, comma, E, comma, F, comma, H from the universal set. Okay, just I can encircle A, B, D, and E, F, H. What is the answer? The element C, comma, G. Now we can observe the sixth and fifth subdivision. Observe the sixth and fifth subdivision. Sorry, fourth and fifth subdivision. What is the similarity? Yeah, both the answers are same. Both the answers are same. We'll come to the conclusion. What is the conclusion? That A union B whole dash is equal to A dash intersection B dash. Okay. Because they will compare the two subdivision, they will ask what is the relation between the subdivision also. Okay, that is also they will ask. That's why we'll compare the fourth and fifth subdivision. We'll come to the conclusion A union B whole dash equal to A dash intersection B dash. The same way you can compare third subdivision and sixth subdivision. Okay, the same way you can compare the third and sixth subdivision. Third and sixth subdivision, that is also equal. Then A intersection B whole dash equal to A dash union B dash. Yeah, try to do yourself. Yeah, for the third one and for I think third one and the sixth one. Sorry, that is sixth one. Third one and sixth one are equal. Here, fourth and fifth are equal. Third and sixth are equal. Okay, try to do the solution for the sixth subdivision. A intersection B whole dash. Already know A intersection B. What does mean by A intersection B? Common between the set A and B. Common between the set A and B. Then A intersection B whole dash not to remove the element of A intersection B from the universal set. From the universal set, you got the answer. Yeah. Then A dash whole dash. What does mean by A dash whole dash? Already identify the complement of a set A. Once again, you can identify the complement, which means universal set difference A dash. Okay, universal set difference A dash. Then you got the answer for A dash whole dash. The same way you can repeat for B dash. Okay, this is only the idea for the third problem. Then fourth problem, the same idea. Okay, just you can go through the third and fourth problem. This is only the idea for the third and fourth problem. The remaining and all is very simple only. We know how to draw the Venn diagram. Okay, how to draw the Venn diagram. Yeah, this ideas we can go through. Just we can go through this model problem. This is like exercise problem, exercise 1.3 third sum. Exercise 1.3 third sum. This is not example problem. Student, just I'll touch all the model ideas only. Okay, I didn't do all the problems. Just I'll revising the ideas. Okay, you only go through all the problem in the exercise and example. Yeah, for each and every model, I'll explain with the suitable problems. But you can go through the remaining problem in the exercise. Each and every idea you must go through. Next, I'll move to the commutative and associative property. Commutative and associative property for union and intersection of sets. Okay, commutative and associative property of union and intersection of sets. Commutative property and associative property. Okay. Next one is commutative property. For commutative property for union, that is A union B, union A union B equal to B union A. Commutative property for intersection, A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. This is the commutative property. Next, associative property. Associative property of union and intersection. Associative property for union and intersection. Yeah, associative property for union and intersection. A union B union C equal to A union B union C. Next, A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. This is the commutative property and associative property of union and intersection. First one for union, second one for intersection. Okay, here also the associative property. A union, okay, A union, that's a stop. A union B union C equal to A union B, that is a stop, union C. A intersection B intersection C equal to A intersection B intersection C. That is only the idea for the union and intersection for commutative property and associative property. Commutative property now only the two sets, okay, A and B. Associative property now there are three sets, A, B and C. There are three sets. Okay, I'll go with an example for commutative property for both union and intersection. One problem is both the things. Example number 1.19. Example 1.19. The element of set A, they will given B, E, F, G. An element of set B, C, E, G, H. CEGH. Okay, let's first A union B. Union of the two sets A and B. B, comma, C, comma, E, comma, F, comma, G, comma, H. Next, B union A. Arrange in order. B, comma, C, comma, E, comma, F, comma, G, comma, H. These two are equal. A union B and B union A are equal. Next, intersection. A intersection B. What is the common between the set A and B? Which elements are common? E and G. E, comma, G. Next, B intersection A. Compare the set B and A. E, E, G, G. That A intersection B equal to B intersection A. So A intersection B and B intersection A are equal. So this is the commutative property for union and intersection. So with single example, I'll explain both ideas. Next example 1.20. That is also I'll explain with both union and intersection. Okay, with the single example, I'll explain with the both idea. Okay, but I'll do one more problem. And I can easily connect the ideas. Example 1.20, I'll do it by associative property with intersection. This is the commutative property for union and intersection. Okay, commutative property with the union and commutative property with intersection. But definitely the commutative property with union and intersection is always same or true. Also, the associative property for union and intersection, that is also always true. Yeah. These two properties is always true only for any set. Can consider any set. These four properties are true. Next, associative property. Okay, next example 1.20. Element of set A minus 1/2, comma 0, then 1/4, 3/4, 2. Element of set B. Element of set B 0, 1/4, 3/4, 2, 5/2. These are the element of set B. Next element of set C. Minus 1/2 and 1/4 and 1 and 2, 5/2. These are the element of set C. Okay. So you want to verify A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. First we'll consider left hand side. For your left hand side, what is the information they will give in first? Bracket. First bracket B intersection C. I'll write the direct answer. Compare the element of set B and set C. What are the common elements? 1/4, 1/4. Next is 2, 2, 5/2, 5/2. 1/4, 2, 5/2. Only these three elements are common between the set B and C. Yeah, only these three elements are common between the two sets B and C. Next, A intersection B intersection C. A intersection B intersection C. Compare these three elements with set A. What are the common elements? 1/4, then 2. Only the two elements are common. 1/4, comma 2. Yeah, 1/4, comma 2. 1/4, comma 2. Called as equation number 1. Next, for your right hand side, A intersection B. First, common between the set A and B. Okay, compare the set A and B. What are the elements are common? 0 and 1 by 4 and 3 by 4 and 2. 0, comma 1 by 4, comma 3 by 4, comma 2. Next, A intersection B intersection C. Now these 4 elements you can compare with set C. Yeah, 1 by 4 and 2. Only the 2 elements are common. 1 by 4, comma 2. Called as equation number 2. Can you compare equation number 1 and 2? From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, LHS, RHS are equal. What about your LHS? A intersection B intersection C equal to A intersection B intersection C. Yeah, this is the intersection between the three sets. Associative property of intersection between the three sets. The same way, the same problem we'll try to do by union of three sets. But I'll do one problem in the exercise. Exercise 5th problem. Exercise 5th problem. This is only the idea for the associative property for the three sets with intersection. Associative property for the three sets with intersection. And next, associative property for union. Associative property for union. Actually, I'll do the same union of the three sets also. You can run the same problem, but I'll do one more problem. Okay, next, exercise 1.4, 5th problem. Set A, x equal to 2 power n and n belongs to W, that is n is less than or less than 4 now, then n is a whole number na 0, 1, 2, 3, but is less than 4 na 0, 1, 2, 3, that is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 is equal to 2 power 0 equal to 1, 2, 4 and 8. Next, element of set B, that is 2n. N is less than or equal to 4. That's a natural number. Natural number 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Only the 4 number. Next, element of set C, they will given 0, 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay, now for this problem, actually your textbook they will given the associative property of intersection, but I'll do the associative property of union of three sets. A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. First, left hand side, B union C, union of the set B and C, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Next, A union B union C. Always bracket first. Okay, always bracket only first. We'll do that union or intersection only inside a bracket first. Next, A union. What is the element of set A? That 1, 2, 4, 8. Arrange in order 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. The same set. For your right hand side, first is A union B. A union B. Union of the set A and B. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Next, A union B. Union C. 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Called as equation number 2. Call it as equation number 2. 0, 1, 2, 4, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Now from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, LHS equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS, then A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. That is only the idea for the associative property of union of three sets. Now we can ask your overall doubt.
Sir, please move, sir.
Okay, thank you. Student, listen, already the previous class itself, I'll tell you the presentation for your paper. Yeah, write neatly. Yeah, better use the unruled paper to, sorry, unruled notebook or unruled paper to do the cycle test. And then one more thing, you properly scan the paper. Okay, everybody, lot and the Play Store, lot of apps are available for to scan the files. Okay, you can use it any of the document scanner app. Okay, any of the document scanner. Once you verify all the paper, okay, all the papers or all the written paper, you can just scan in the single file. Okay, attach a single file only. And then for the diagram, for a Venn diagram and all, you can write only in pencil. Yeah, draw the Venn diagram, draw neatly using only pencil. Then after complete one problem, just you can draw a line. Then the rough column only in the bottom of the paper, only in the bottom. Okay, in the bottom of the paper, we'll do the rough column. Yeah, better we can split the paper. For example, just one wait. This is your paper. It may or your notebook. Okay, anything. This is the margin. Yeah, this is the margin. So in the bottom, okay, this is the bottom of the paper. Just you can use pencil to draw a line. So this is the margin, top margin and left margin. This is the bottom of the paper. We'll do the rough calculation. So suppose it's necessary means you can draw the line and do the rough calculation. Suppose where I don't want the rough column, no problem. Just you can skip it. Okay. So we are doing the rough column only. Don't do the rough column in the right side of your paper. Okay, because your paper, if it possible means you'll write in unruled, because your max presentation only in unruled. If it possible now you can write, otherwise no problem, you'll write in the ruled paper. Okay, try to write in unruled paper. Okay, this is not mandatory, yeah, but try to write the examination in the unruled paper. Okay, and then suppose today's date, for example, this is 16/7/2021 and subject is mathematics. Then the this side you'll write your name. Okay, what's your name? You'll write. Don't write 9A, 9B, anything. 9th standard, grade 9. That is enough. Yeah. First date, subject, and then name. What about the cycle test? Cycle test 1 means you'll write cycle test 1. Yeah. The name and date and subject and cycle test. This is necessary. Student, you can use your school notebook or anything. You can use. No problem. That is your convenience. Yeah. That is your things you can use here to write the test. Yeah. These are the presentation, regarding presentation. Suppose you'll completed one problem, and one more important thing, the question number. Suppose this question as I'm asking the question as 6th question, definitely write that this is the 6th question. But some of the person wrongly write the question number as 5, your mark is 0 for that question. The question number is must. Okay, the question number is must. The question number is correct only, I can evaluate the question. Otherwise, the question also wrong. Is it clear? Question number with the correct solution. Yeah. Then your mark of evaluation is 2 mark and 3 marks. That there is no half mark. Yeah, only 1 mark or the 2 mark or 3 mark. There is no half mark. Yeah, for your 9th standard there is no half mark. The conclusion that A union B and B, the two sets A and B are commutative. That is enough. Or A union B equal to B union A. That is enough. Rough column in the bottom of the paper. Rough column. This is the rough column. This is the rough column. Rough work. Bottom of the paper, you can draw a line. Yeah, this is the bottom of the paper. Just to draw a line, and you can do the presentation. Anybody having any other doubt regarding your presentation or in from exercise number 1.1 to 1.4? Student, each and every problem you must go through. Yeah, each and every problem you go through. Don't miss in a single line also, even in a single note. Okay, even a single note also will make us a question. Okay, that's why, sir, just this is a note. Okay, just you can skip the note and you can move on to the only exercise and example problem. Don't think like that. Okay, because you are into a 9th standard. That's why every line of your textbook you must go through. Because for next year it's a board examination. Definitely they will ask a lot of creator questions. Yeah, this is only the idea. Then you can go through each and every content of your textbook. If anybody having any other doubts, you can ask your doubt. Then write your DRT neatly. Thank you, students. Thank you, everyone. All the best for you, and write neatly your DRT. Regarding timing of your test, everything you can ask ma'am. Okay, ma'am will share the question paper in the Google Classroom. The information is already passed. Okay, refer everything for your Google Classroom. GCR, that Google Classroom. Cycle test. The timing and all you can refer your Google Classroom. Student, be genuine with the test. Okay, at the maximum, please sit with your parent and write the test. Okay, if possible now, you can sit with your parents. Okay, be genuine to write the test. Okay, once you started the things, you can refer the textbook. No, okay, don't refer anything. Once you sit and write the examination, you are thinking you are inside a school and you are sitting the examination inside a school. Okay, then you can write the examination. Yeah, you can sit with your proper proper stationary things. Okay, thank you, students.